Hi, this is Jason Canigan, and I've got a quick question for you. Are you really good at what you do, which means solving a high value problem, but you're frustrated with getting clients? You're not alone. You might be surprised to find that out. There are three typical problems business owners just like you are experiencing. First one is no buyers. Look, see what's coming down the pipeline today? They have no idea, nothing. Second is not enough revenue. There's just not enough money flowing into the business. There's usually lots of money flowing out, but not enough revenue coming in. And the third problem is business owners are experts in some sort of problem-solving capacity, but they're just not comfortable with the idea of selling. And this is a real problem. This is a business killer if you don't fix it. So what do business owners I talk to want? I've been in this business for quite a while now, helping out a lot of business owners over the last few years. What do they say? First of all, they want to earn the money that they feel that they deserve. You want to earn the money that you believe that you're valued at, right? The second thing is they want to be comfortable in all business situations, including selling. Anything that gets thrown at you, you want to feel good about it. And most importantly, they want to kill the panic about survival. And that kind of breaks down into two things. One, you want to be the leader that you know you can be. And two, you want to intimately understand the direction you're headed in with your business. You're not just throwing stuff at the wall and hoping something sticks. Those are our targets now. They're your targets, they're my targets. Those three things. You need targets, because if you don't set targets and you go in with the idea of, oh, I'll make as much money as I can, you're off on a fool's errand. I have a pretty good sense that you've figured out by now that that's a bad idea. So back to those three big problems business owners have. Remember the first one? First big problem, no buyers, right? So I'm going to go through these three problems and give you a solution to how you solve this problem, okay? So the first big problem, no buyers, right? The proven solution is having a consistent sales process that you put into place and you follow, so you know exactly where you are in each deal, each opportunity, what's going on. There's no mystery anymore. It is a trackable process. The second big problem, not enough revenue. We know how bad this is. Cash is the lifeblood of business. If you're not bringing enough revenue, your business is dying. So the proven solution for that is you get a full funnel of qualified prospects. If you can do that, you've solved the problem of not enough money, right? Get this full funnel of qualified prospects. Third big problem, feeling uncomfortable about selling. And in order to get rid of that problem, you have to get rid of some unsupportive beliefs. Now, I don't want you to get all worried about woo-woo things here. This isn't woo-woo. This is understanding your relationship with money and how you feel about selling. And those beliefs, believe me, they are programmed in there by your parents, grandparents, teachers, people when you were a small child. Just drop these ideas into your mind, and they've stayed there, and they're causing these problems right now. So if you can get rid of these unsupportive beliefs and exchange them for something better, then you can feel comfortable in selling, make the money that you want, and kill that panic about survival. And so if you don't do anything, if you don't take any action on this and you don't learn how to ethically and effectively sell, what's going to happen to you? Well, let's go through 7 costs of you doing nothing today. You just sit there and you let the day go by and the month go by and the year go by, okay? What's going to happen if you don't fix these problems? Failure of your business. And that means bankruptcy. You're going to run out of money, run out of customers, and the business is going to die. How's that going to feel? Second cost of doing nothing, damage to your relationships. If you're in a marriage or a committed relationship, money instantly becomes a huge issue when there's not enough of it. You probably know this one already. Third cost of doing nothing, self-esteem issues. You're not making money, you're not talking to enough people, you're not getting enough clients. You start feeling like, well, maybe I'm not so great, maybe I'm not so hot. And that just leads to a downward spiral of inactivity, inability to talk to the right level of people to get the results that you want. I mean, if you won't talk to other business owners because you're feeling lousy about yourself, you're done. Right? You don't get business by going and talking to the janitor. talk to other presidents. Fourth cost of doing nothing about these three key problems. Missed opportunities. Stuff's going to come by and you're not even going to see it. I see this all the time. Opportunities getting placed right in front of people who could do something about it, but they don't feel comfortable about themselves, they don't feel good about selling, and so they don't take action on it. They don't have a consistent sales process to follow, so they just miss these opportunities as they come by. Fifth problem, obviously, continued inability to sell. How are you going to feel about that? If you don't solve this problem, you're going to continue to not be able to sell, and that's going to lead to ongoing stress. It's no fun to be up in the middle of the night, again, worried about where the next client's coming from. And worst of all, another year goes by, you're another year older, you haven't done anything about it, you're in the same situation you were in. This is just horrible. And it's what happens when you do nothing. So let's cover 3 shifts that you need to make to reach those targets, okay? Remember, the targets are earn the money you deserve, feel comfortable in all business situations, including selling, and kill the panic about survival by being the leader you know you can be and by understanding the direction that you're headed in. So the first thing you need to do is stop pushing to sell. That pushy used car lot sales guy that everybody thinks of, Herb Tarlak from WKRP in Cincinnati, bad, wrong, not a fit for this century, okay? We're in a whole new millennium here. Sales has changed, selling has changed a lot in the past 5 years, 10 years, even the last 2 years. The stuff that worked in the 70s is ridiculous today. And if you try and bring that into a serious B2B situation, president to president, executive to executive, you will get thrown out the door, laughed out the door. Stop pushing to sell. Look for people who are a good fit. Adopt and practice a consistent sales process. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's mine or Tom Hopkins even, which is, in that traditional realm of selling, but hey, if you can master it, it is effective. It will work. It's not a fit for everybody's personality. I use something else. Pick a consistent sales process and practice it until it becomes a quick reaction, like a martial arts training, okay? Somebody throws a fist at my face, I've got to move. Bang. I know. I'm going to stop it. I got a way of stopping it, and I don't have to think about it. That's the level you need to be at with this stuff. And it doesn't take really that long to learn this stuff and get it to be a habit. But now you know where you're at in the sales process. You're not throwing quotes at people and hoping that they buy because you were nice to them. I see a lot of attorneys having this problem. They figure, well, I'll just give the free consultation. If I'm nice enough, they'll buy. They're not doing any qualifying. They're not following a consistent sales process. They have no idea if their price and their expertise is being used against them as that prospect is shopping around. Do you want to be this guy in this situation? Having the information that you've given to the prospect being used against you as they shop around for the best deal? Adopt and practice a consistent sales process and you will never have to deal with that again. I don't care if it's mine or somebody else's. Just do it. And learn how to separate buyers from non-buyers. This is called qualification. Use your funnel to do this, and it allows you to reclaim a lot of your time. If you're chasing a lot of deals and you don't know what state they're really at and what's happening, who's serious and who's a goof, you're wasting a lot of time. Can you see that? Okay? Use your funnel effectively, you reclaim your time, you're separating buyers from non-buyers. Wouldn't it be great to separate buyers from non-buyers before they ever talk to you? How powerful would that be? You're only talking to the people who should be talking to you, who are legitimate potential buyers, as opposed to tire kickers? Wow. That's effective. So how can I help you? Who's this Jason Kanigan guy? Okay, look, there's something I need you to understand right away. Okay, I don't cobble together things. I don't do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, cyberpunk some like animatronic arm together for you. Okay, I believe in a seamless, personally engineered solution for each and every client. That means it's custom. That means it is designed to fit in with what you're doing. It's not some stuff that I used over in a completely different field and now I'm bringing it over with a tractor and trying to dump it into your area. No, custom engineered. That's the philosophy, that's the idea that I want you to have about what it's like to work with me. Nobody else is going to have anything quite like it. I had management experience starting at 25. I'm in my 40s now. Over 15 years of corporate experience. Part of that, I was responsible for collecting $2 million a month for 4 years as a credit manager for a national electrical wholesaler. I got very good at talking to people about this very touchy subject called money. I was very good at it. Then I became a turnaround consultant. I have a operations management, business administration background. That means process engineering, continuous improvement. Hopefully I just didn't cross your eyes. That means I can break down processes into steps and optimize them. And I bring that to sales training, funnel design. It is an advantage that most people out there do not have. I moved from Vancouver, Canada to the United States, the East Coast, in 2009. And since then, I started this company, Sales on Fire, in 2012. So some highlights of the performance of Sales on Fire. I'm only going to cover 3 of these in general, so you get the idea. I have trained thousands of people over the years to be ethical, effective salespeople. Not the slimy trickster kind, but the trusted advisor kind. Legitimate. Feel good about yourself. Feel good about what you're doing. Salespeople. I have proven expertise. These are all conversion things, okay? This is where I'm great at, conversion. Traffic is somebody else's problem, okay? I will work with you and let you know what a qualified prospect looks like, and I will help you with the process of filtering. But traffic is somebody else's expertise. That's what they do. I do conversion. Everything about turning that qualified prospect into a buyer for you. That's where I come in. And that means high-ticket copywriting, funnel design, and live closing calls. High-ticket closing calls. I have done thousands of those for myself and for my clients. We've made a lot of money. And that's actually this point here I'm coming into. I've made life-changing money. Not just a little bit of money, life-changing money. Like the client who I made $600,000 in a week with. Changed his life. No longer needs to worry about money. How would you like life-changing money? So how can you work with me? How can I work with Jason? It's pretty straightforward. All the work is done by me personally. I don't have a huge team. Farm out your work to somebody else. Okay, so what that means is I am only able to take on a few clients every month, and that like 4 at the max. That means that you've got to be a great fit for me, and I will tell you if you're not a great fit. If you're in certain niches that I don't feel comfortable in, or I don't tread into, I'll let you know right away. I won't waste your time or mine. If I do believe it's a great fit, I'm going to be very interested in working with you, though. If you're doing something in business, finance, software, manufacturing, food and wine, history, literature, topics like this, that I get excited about. That's meat and potatoes for me. So if you're in something like that, a field like that, I definitely want to talk to you if you believe that I can help you. And we'll figure it out in a few minutes whether we're a fit or not. I'm very good at qualifying very quickly. So you must be great at what you do. Not okay at it, not mediocre, not just picked it up yesterday, okay? Serious here. Serious, high-ticket business owners. That's who I'm looking to help. You must solve a big problem for your clients. If you're solving a $10 problem, it's not a fit for me. Frankly, it's not going to justify my involvement in the solution, in bringing that solution to you. It's just not going to justify it. But if it's a big problem, yeah, now I can come in and help. So you must have already sold this high-ticket product or service. Okay? This is not going to be some unproven thing. This is something that you know, and this is why. It proves to yourself that it can be sold. I don't want to have to be dragging you kicking and screaming into the 21st century, okay? I don't want to be the guy to do that. I want to be the guy who sets something up for you to help you make a lot more money. Okay? But you need to have proven to yourself that this thing can be sold already before you meet me. You have to try and amp yourself up to get somebody to buy it. We're not a fit. Could be someday after you sell the thing. And you must know that it gets powerful results for your clients. You're not in this position. We're not ready to work together yet. And that's fine. You can come back in 6 months or a year or 3 months or whatever it is when you've proven these things to yourself. I need you to be in the position of being fully confident that your solution gets amazing results for clients and that it has gotten amazing results for your clients, that you feel awesome about it. Nice to haves. Couple nice to haves. If you have an existing funnel for us to have a baseline with, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. And you ought to be making at least $10,000 a month. That way it's not financially crippling for you to get any kind of help or afford paid advertising. I'm sure you understand, right? If you're coming at this with a budget of $0, it's not going to be a fit, right? Makes sense. Okay. Again, these are nice to haves. Don't let a lack of these to be a barrier to you continuing on, okay? They're just nice to haves. What is the next step? If you feel that you're a fit and I can help you, what should you do? Well, I want you to book a private, no-cost, one-on-one call with me. We're going to sit down. We're going to talk about your situation. You tell me what's going on, what you have as an idea. I will let you know within a few minutes whether it's a fit or not and if I can do anything to help you. If I can't, hey, the worst that happens is you've spent a few minutes of your, literally like 5 minutes, 10 minutes or less, and you probably have learned a thing or two just from talking with me. Okay? If I think it's a terrible idea, I will nicely let you know. If I think it's a great idea, I will let you know. Okay? But this is private. There's no cost to it. It's a one-on-one call specifically with me, not with some other guy. Okay? So let me ask you this about your business. You have struggled to get here. You are at a point where you're getting consistent business. You know you make a good product or service, but maybe you want to take a vacation, or maybe you don't want to fight as hard as you have had to fight for customers to get those orders, to get interest, to get people into your funnel. Maybe you don't even have a funnel. Maybe it's just kind of you go with referrals a lot of the time. Well, we know that that's not a really sustainable business. It's going to die if you just 100% rely on referrals. We need something else. So you want to get rid of that anxiety about losing everything and ending up broke. And that is what will happen if you just let it sit there and don't set up some kind of funnel. So it doesn't really matter what the product or service is so much as what have you got in place to bring you a steady supply of qualified prospects to turn into customers every week, every month. What have you got? Right? We're good news people. We believe in optimism. We believe that if you give me another swing at the ball with the bat, I'm going to hit it this time, right? So let's take advantage of that. Let us get a system in place that gives you basically swing after swing after swing. Don't leave the process of bringing in leads up to chance. This is why you need a high-ticket funnel. You need it so that you don't have to fight as hard as you've had to fight until now. You can now take advantage of the knowledge and the expertise that you've developed and use it to make money faster instead of worrying about where's my next customer going to come from. The way to do that is type this URL here, this link in your browser here, type this in, or use the button below, and you will be taken to a booking app that will let you pick some times and different days. You can pick a couple weeks into the future if you want. Sooner the better, okay, though, so that we can get a move on. Either way, yes or no. If it's not a fit, that's fine. If it is a fit, that's fine too. One of the principles I said above was not to be pushy about selling. I am not going to be pushy about selling. If I think it's a fit, I am going to be enthusiastic about it. Okay? And you are probably too. If it's not a fit, hey, I'm not about to try and get people to come on board who are not a fit. So this is going to be a great, comfortable call. All right, so go to this address here, type it in your browser, hit enter, and it'll take care of the rest. Very simple. You just pick a time from the calendar, enter in a quick little bit of information about your name and your email address so it can send you a notification. There's no big questionnaire to go through. If we're a fit, I will do that on the call. Okay? So there's no big time wasting thing right now. Note, please, that the times displayed are in the Eastern time zone where I am. I think there's an ability for you to tell the app where you are, what time zone you're in. If not, if you're not able to do that, please make the mental adjustment of how many hours apart we are, right? So we don't book the wrong time. And then the app will send you an email confirming, yeah, this is the time. All right. I appreciate you watching this, and I look forward to getting on a call together if you think we're a fit.